Oh, is he? Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. He's one of the best mimics.
Yeah,
I've
I
ever
love Justin Long.
This is it. This is like them doing their open mics. They get in these early films. Yeah. These slasher things. 2001. 19 years ago. Crazy. Good film, Jamie.
I love that. I'm a Mac and I'm a PC. That was classic. I love that.
There's some movies I liked when I was a kid that I watch now. I was like, oh my god, what's wrong with it? Yeah. But you didn't know. You didn't know. Yeah. You thought things were good.
This is nice. I got my blanket wrapped up around me. I feel nice and cozy. Finna get my game crashed. Oh no, Travis. I swear to fucking God, if everything that I did, I have to do it all over again. This game wins Game of the Year. This is truly Game of the Year. I have my fucking wallet.
See if someone's talking shit about me. Yeah. Oh, I don't do that. I go, let's see what these, social media is bad. I mean, it's good and it's bad, right? But the bad part is, you can get lost in other people's opinions and want to defend yourself. And then, people misrepresent what you said or distort what you said or take it out of context. And then you're like, hey! And then you think, well, how many people are reading that and thinking the wrong thing about me?
Oh my God, did I? Where am I?
You're blind? Post and ghost. I make a post, and then I put my phone away and I walk out of the room. I leave my phone in other rooms. I thought you were going to say you write
I
what
don't
you want
even
to say and then you
remember.
I'd be too nervous you accidentally. No. It's sent. I make a post and then I go away. Like, I don't look at what people are saying about the post. I just get the fuck out of there. It's just, it never is a good use of time. There's so many things that I like to do, and that's one thing that saves me, is that I have so many obsessions. Right. Is that there's so many things I like to do, but the phone will get me. If I'm not, you know what will get me? Fucking YouTube. And watching nothing.
Yeah.
It'll be an hour, I'll watch a video on how they make watches, and then I'll watch 3 or 4 pool matches, and then I'll watch 1970 Chevelle. Oh, how'd they make that? You know what I hate though about all of those is, were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for 160.
Yeah, dude, YouTube really does suck up your time. It's incredibly terrible. It's the best though. Love it. Love how that shit destroys your life.
Now, if you thought about hiring an attorney before, but you didn't because you're
I like my videos.
it's not your fault. Once you click on one thing, then they just give you 40 of the same thing. Yeah. It's like they don't. It's almost like they don't want you to progress. It's like I had like some of like when I watched. I think I told the story last time I was on here. Like on Netflix, I watched all of Narcos. Yeah. And then everything became like behind the scenes of San Quentin and blah 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 blah. So I've been trying to watch these French movies, right? But for some reason it won't, because I think I'm here. They keep giving me like the English-speaking ones. It's like that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to watch their shit. Like, how do I get out of this? You kind of keep dragging you back down to. Well, they find what you're interested. I mean, the algorithm's pretty simple. I mean, it's not simple; it's complicated, but it's a simple formula in terms of like how it applies. Whatever you're interested in, it's going to show you. Whatever you're going to spend the most time looking at, it's going to show you. Whether it's things you hate, like YouTube or Facebook, that accentuates things that give you the. It turns out it's really just what you're responding to and spending time on. Like Ari did an experiment. Ari's experiment was he only looked up puppies on YouTube. That's it, just puppies. And then all YouTube was showing him was puppies. Right. And he was trying to tell people, look, this isn't insidious. It's not like the man's trying to keep you angry. Right. It's like you're keeping yourself angry. If you just go and look at puppies all day, that's all it's going to show you. I don't know. I feel like if I look at one puppy video, then they give me a bunch more. And it's just like, okay, maybe I've moved past puppies at this point. Yeah, but that's up to you. You yourself. You have to search for things that aren't puppy related. I know. But it's just easier just to click on what they're giving me. Or they just, more puppy videos. This is my safe space.
Yeah.
And, dude, I saw two really good French movies. I saw one called Lost Bullet, and then I saw one called Blood and Earth.
I heard of Lost Bullet. What is that?
Lost Bullet is, I'd say it's sort of a Jason Statham style movie, like action movie. A lot of cars, a lot of people getting shot, you know.
Nice.
Dumb shit that I watch, but it's done really well. It's done shot really well. There's a really great shot in it where a dude kills somebody because the boss told him to, and he didn't feel good about it. And how they got his reaction, he bludgeons him to death with the butt of this rifle, and the shot that they used was the reflection of the guy's face in the pool of blood of the guy he killed. Yeah, it was just like, oh man, that's the fucking that right there was worth watching this whole movie just to see that shot. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, getting involved in films or anything that's outside of the shit that you're getting twisted up in your head is always good for you, because it just makes you realize that there's people out there doing a lot of things. They're making cool things.
Yeah.
You know, can you get lost on social media or, you know, lost in arguing?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the Truman Show here. So I'm just getting the American version of movies. I'm getting the American version of news, and everybody's yelling at each other, and it's just like I'm trying to poke a hole in like the tent to try just get something else coming in, because I can't. Yeah, it's just you know.
There's a great Russian horror movie called Sputnik, and it's a film that's all in subtitles, but it's basically like their version of the movie Alien. It's fucking good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's good.
I saw that. I passed by it.
She was like, reading while I watch a movie. I'm like, damn, that is my kid.
I watch them in French with French subtitles.
Yeah.
I just watch the whole thing, try to figure out what they're talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Sputnik. It's fucking good, man. It's a Russian film, which I'm not really aware of too many Russian films, but it's very good. And the scenes, like the horror scenes, are fucking spectacular, man.
Yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna be watching from like now. Like I signed up on a couple of different sites and shit. Like YouTube's really cool. You can rent like movies for like $4 or $5.
Yeah.
And they'll have like really obscure shit. If it's not on like Netflix, I'm like, all right. Like White Lightning, I forget where I had to go. I signed up for something. I got a free like 30-day month thing. So it's like I'm gonna burn through some of these older Burt Reynolds movies. You know, see.
Well, you know what you could do for foreign films? Get ExpressVPN, and any kind of VPN, virtual private network, will allow you to say you're in another country.
Dude, they advertise my podcast. We do like the podcast part of my stuff. Like I should do that with my personal stuff.
Yeah, you should. It's great. So like,
dude, I got
you sign up for, just say you're in France, and it'll show you all these French movies that maybe you would have never have access to on Netflix.
Right.
And maybe, you know, if you watch one, it'll recommend some other ones that are similar to it in the algorithm.
Dude, I got one for you. I fucking forget the name of it though. It's on the Criterion channel, and it's this black and white. I took a picture of it. It's on my phone. I can't remember shit. So take pictures of shit. It was. It's basically a guy doing a stand-up set, and he's having a bad set, and it's in black and white, and it's like animated, and it's fucking wild. It's like really like, I never took mushrooms, but it felt like, wow, this must be like when you're starting to trip, what it starts to feel like. And like they were doing this thing like as he was starting to like lose some people in the crowd, like their faces would just go dark. So I was thinking like, he's turned them up. Does that mean like he shut off, like they're not into him anymore? There's a lot of fucking layers. It's oddly disturbing.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Jamie will find it.
Keep doing this shit.
Jamie will find it.
No, I took a picture of it, so.
He'll find it while he's switching cameras.
Okay.
I was close and said there's something called the stand-up guys.
Yes.
That's not coming up, but I'm trying to find it though.
Stand-up guy, that's what it is. Yeah.
Like the Google shows it, but when I click that, it says nothing found on that on Criterion.
Yeah, because I looked at, because they had the Dustin Hoffman movie when he played Lenny Bruce.
What is the? Oh,
Right there. That's it.
Right there.
That's it.
Wow.
No. So the
Bruce,
stand-up
guys. Yeah.
stand-up guy.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, that thing.
Well, that's another one. This it? The
I
stand-up
was
guys
in
with
that.
Al
I was
Pacino?
in that movie right there.
Were you really?
Stand-up guys. Yeah, I got a funny story about. Yeah.
No shit. What is that? I never heard of that movie.
Yeah. Fisher Stevens directed it.
What is that?
Got some up-and-coming actors in it, like Alan Arkin, Al Pacino, Christopher Walken.
How long ago was this?
Oh, dude, I got a funny story about
Watch
that.
yourself.
It was like, I don't know, I can't remember, but like a couple years ago, my dad called me up. He's like, yeah, he goes, you know, I said hello. He goes, yeah, hey, Bill, it's your dad. I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He goes, Chris, I gotta tell you, the other night, I fell asleep on the couch, and I know you told me to stop doing that because, it hurt my back, but, my house. So I fell asleep on the couch. That was you. He goes, yeah, I am. He goes, the TV was on, and I wake up, and I see Al Pacino. I'm like, I never seen this movie. And I sit there, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's Bill. He goes, so I wake up your mother. I'm like, Christ, look at Bill. He's in a movie with Al Pacino. And he goes, wait, when did you shoot that? I go, Dad, it was like 8 years ago. Which is, it just shows you, like, how much shit is out there. That if you're in a movie with Al Pacino, even your parents don't see it until, like, fucking 8 years later. So it's like,
Well, we talked about this in
it's a
the
really good
podcast.
movie.
They don't stop making movies. So all the old movies are still available, and they make new ones every day. They're making movies right now, and they pile up. Like, the amount of data that's out there in terms of, like, things that you could watch, just the sheer volume, terabytes of movies that are available, it never stops. It just keeps piling up. But it doesn't just come from America. It's coming from all over the world.
Yeah, and they have hacks over there, too. Because I saw one, they were doing one of those switcheroo movies. Like, you're like, I can be a woman, that's fucking easy. And then the next day, what's going on, right?
Freaky Friday, that kind of
One of those shit. Yeah, it was a French one. And it was really fucking bizarre. I saw the trailer, I'm like, I'm not fucking watching this shit. They went a little further. It was sort of like a misogynistic dude, and then he was a chick but still looked like a dude, and then he was hooking up with chicks, and they were on top of him, grabbing his throat and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't watching this. But then I was also thinking, like, oh, they used this same sort of, like, switcheroo movie over here, too. So,
well, it's a classic, right? They've been doing those switcheroo movies. When was the first one of those switcheroo movies? It was like Jamie Lee Curtis and her daughter, right?
Yeah.
Was that the first one?
there's a really good one.
No, Jamie?
There's one that's out right now that looks really funny, though. What?
Yeah,
Vince Vaughn, dude. Yeah. He switches to like a serial killer. Yeah.
With his daughter.
Yeah, but there's some serial killer thing in development. I've been like on the road.
That's a new one?
Yeah, I gotta watch that one. I heard it's fucking great. Okay, that
Freaky
was
Friday. Yeah, Freaky Friday.
from the 70s, not with Jamie Lee.
Oh, who was the original one? Who was in that?
Damn, I was trying to save her.
Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
Wow. No, that's the original Freaky Friday? So the Jamie Lee Curtis was a copy of that?
Dude, that poster just takes me back to my childhood.
God, that's crazy. Oh, there's 3 of them.
And they just remake it every time.
What did these kids forget? You know what else they remake a lot? The Thing. They've remade The Thing at least 3 times.
The Thing was the shit when the first one that came out on
Well, the first
Cinemax
one's,
or HBO.
the first one's terrible. And then there's the John Carpenter The Thing, which was really good. That was a remake of the first one. The first one was a 1950s one that looks like it was shot in an office. It's like I think somebody had an old school VHS camera and they shot it in an office with people that don't really act. Yeah. I mean, it's terrible. Like, see if you can find a clip from it. You want to talk about evolution of culture, the best way to see it is to watch old films. Just the way they used to act back then. It didn't make any sense. The way they talked. Like, 'cause they were theater people. They were used to projecting with just their voice to a whole room full of people. And then they convert. No, this is John Carpenter's. No.
Yeah,
This is the second one. That's the 92 one. 82? Excuse me, 82. Yeah, I was in high school. That was great, though.
Yeah.
But there was one before that. It was like from the 1950s. And that one is very strange. And like you don't really get a good look at the monster. They did a good job back then of like kind of hiding how crappy their special effects were. Yeah. Oh, okay. So the John Carpenter version, they shortened it. So this is, give me some volume. You hear how they talk.
How did this guy make it past the table read?
Nobody. I just smelling salts.
Understanding. If you were upset, somebody hit you to make you feel better. Yeah, it's like you're supposed to like, yeah, snap out of it. We got a little crazy there. Like that guy is literally talking about this fucking thing that's gonna kill all of them. This guy another man takes a full cup of water and throws it in his face, and nobody goes like, whoa, 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 like there's gonna be a fight. It's like, yes, that's exactly what you do in this situation. And the guy who takes it in the face, he's just like, yeah,
You're right. I was being a woman.
yeah, just trying off his shirt, just being like, sorry, I got a little.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Sorry for expressing what I was feeling.
Well, back then, people were hard. They just got through the Great Depression. It was just a couple of years before that.
Yeah, I remember that Ken Burns the war. They used to say, hey, what guys eat that PTSD would come back and they would say like, shake off the war. That's all those kids had back then. Shake it off. You gotta shake it off, man. Don't think about it. Shake it off.
Well, you remember it was shell-shocked when we were kids?
Yeah.
Vietnam. They come back shell-shocked.
Yeah.
We call it shell-shocked. But you gotta think, people get through the Great Depression. It's the beginning of the 20th century, and then they grow up. You know, so these guys that are acting in the 1950s in those films, like during the 1920s, you know, they were kids. So this is the environment they came up in. Harsh. No one
Yeah, and I also
tolerated
think
bullshit.
that's why those guys from back in the day, those actors were so like legit and seemed tough. Like, and even they weren't like all buff the way guys are nowadays and all fucking, you know, shredded with abs. But like Lee Marvin like fought in the Korean War and was shot and like most of his platoon died, something like that.
Yeah.
So like when he's in a movie like killing somebody, like he's done this shit.
Yeah.
So I think that there's just something about that versus today where, you know, I don't know. I just had a fucked up
it's
thought.
dramatizing. Well, that's why Oliver Stone. What was your fucked up thought?
That because we've been in these wars so long that we have another generation of great actors coming our way. Our generation was too soft. We were between Vietnam and all this crap in the Middle East.
Well, this is for these guys coming
I'm
up.
punching my card. That was us.
But the thing about these kids coming up today, though, they've been involved in wars where we didn't learn from not taking care of the troops. We didn't learn from exposing them to bad chemicals in Vietnam and Agent Orange and all the shit. We didn't learn. Like these kids are still. You know about these burn pits that they have on bases over in Iraq and Afghanistan? They take all their waste and they just burn it. I didn't know about this. I mean, I maybe had peripherally heard about it, but then Evan Hafer from Black Rifle Coffee was on the podcast talking about all these guys that are experiencing all these horrific problems because you've been breathing in toxic burn fumes. Everything. They burn everything. Human shit, plastic, garbage. They throw it all into this gigantic fire pit and it burns 24/7. So these guys are constantly breathing in fumes from burning chemicals and burning waste. And like the fact that after all the shit that happened with Agent Orange and Vietnam, that this is still going on today. You still all the shit that happened in the Gulf War, the first Gulf War, with you know the depleted uranium, where they come back with Gulf War sickness, and nobody knew what the fuck that was. Their kids would be born with all these.
I like all
deformities.
these tent cities. They sit there and they go, support the troops, and then when they get homeless, they're like, they're taking up these people. These are our sidewalks, and I was fucking around with joking about that last night. It's like those are your fellow countrymen. You can't. I don't know. It's a very it's a weird. You know, it isn't weird. It's just how people are. It's all location. It's like real estate, right?
My friend Steve was in the woods, and Steve Rinella, he runs a show, Meat Eater, on Netflix.
What's it about?
It's a hunting show. He's a conservationist. Yeah.
That's pretty right on the nose.
But they had this thing they were doing where they were going into the woods, into these public
Этот город
land
сожрет
areas
тебя и
and
не
cleaning up.
подавится.
So they'd go in and
Или я
just 'cause a
сожру.
lot of people are assholes. They leave behind water bottles, all kinds of shit. They camp, they leave their garbage. So they went in and they were just going in and cleaning up, and they stumbled upon a homeless.
My mother died when I was a kid. It inspired me to become a doctor. Then COVID hit. No one has ever seen anything like COVID. You feel this. My best friend's father died of COVID-19. Then my father caught it. Wearing a mask, washing your hands. Sacrifice those things now. You have the power to protect the ones you love.
This is Kyle. He invented one wheel to destroy boredom. Turns out he wasn't alone.
It's magic.
Nope, it's science. We put a motor in the wheel, added lithium batteries, and programmed the board to balance for you. We've got Pint for cruisers, XR for shredders, but nothing for this guy. And oh yeah, we built them in the US of A. So get a one wheel today and help destroy boredom forever.
Ну давай, выходи,
And
стекло.
he remembers thinking like that he didn't want to talk to them. Like he felt like shit, fuck, I'm running to these people. Like this feeling to him. And he said he wound up talking to them and just giving it a chance. And they were like, oh yeah, hey, give us a bag, we'll help out. And they started putting stuff in the bag too. And they were like normal folks.
Yeah.
And he realized like, oh,
Ну
these are
давай,
just
гнида,
people where
покажи.
it went wrong. It went left when it should have gone right. They lost their job. All of a sudden they're out on the street. They don't know how to make a living now. They have a tent. I'll
Some
just
of them
stay
are
here for a little
extremely
while.
dangerous, so that's what makes you feel
Yeah.
like I don't fucking know here. So
Yeah,
it's
that
hard.
too. You never know.
Yeah.
you
I
know.
knew a guy that just kind of did that. Just got tired of people. That's what he did. He's just fucking. I think he did it like
No,
Maine too.
why?
It was like hardcore.
There was a guy that was famous for doing it in Maine. He was a legend.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know if he was real or not. Because he'd break into people's houses and steal shit. And he'd lived by himself for more than a decade. In the woods in Maine.
Longer than that, yeah. I remember
Yeah,
that.
you remember that
He finally
story?
got caught.
Yeah.
Finally got caught. He said like in the 20 years he was out there. No, because he was like in his 40s. He was right after high school. And I think one time he was walking on a trail and he just went past somebody.
27 years.
Yeah, so if he did
Never got sick. So in 1986, 20-year-old Christopher Knight left his home in Massachusetts, drove to Maine, and disappeared into the woods. Jesus Christ, imagine if that's your kid. Like, what the fuck, man? What happened here? Ad blocker? Oh, they're gonna make you subscribe, you fucks. Fucking National Geographic. Can you come up with a better ad model, you twats? But yeah, that's a hard way to live. In the woods, in Maine, in a tent.
Oh yeah. No, people get mad like this person figured out how to get electricity off of the telephone pole. It's like that's a smart dude.
Yeah.
Get this guy a job and they're all like they're acting like they're lazy. I mean, there's lazy people out there, but you draw the line at like, okay, if I don't do this, I gotta live outside. Like to look at them like they're just bums.
Look at people that are doing the wrong thing like you're an outcast. And I felt this when I was a kid in the smallest way, but I kind of understand in a way. When I was 18, when I graduated high school, I didn't do anything for a year because I was competing, and I was like, I'm going to dedicate myself to competing, see if I can make the Olympic team by the time I was 21. That was my goal. And I also really had no idea what I wanted to study in school. And the only reason why I wind up going to school at all is because I didn't want people to think I was a loser. So I went to college. But I remember I would tell people, like, they're like, wait, where did you go to school? Where are you going to school after graduating college? I'm like, oh, I'm taking the year off. They look at you like, they didn't want to hang out with me anymore. Like, literally, they wanted to not talk to me. Like, I could sense it. Like, I might
You should have hung out with me and my friends. We would have welcomed you.
My
I went
friends
to
did.
junior colleges and shit like that.
The friends I had were the same way. None of them even bothered going to school. They all went into construction.
Yeah.
Friends from high school. They all, like my friend Jimmy, both my friends, Jimmy DeTilio and Jimmy Lawless. One became an electrician and one became a carpenter. Those are my good friends in high school outside of my fighting friends. But it was that feeling that you got of just being an outcast, and that was a minor outcast. Like I remember I was delivering newspapers for this lady, and she was asking me where I'm going to school, and I said, well, you know, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm in the middle. She's like the feeling that she gave me of just like,
Follow the herd. Follow the herd.
Just shucked me off. Like she was friendly, and then all of a sudden she wasn't. Just based on me saying that I didn't know what I was doing with myself. Yeah, just talking about college and
Definitely how it was back then.
well, it's Massachusetts is a different spot too because it's so goddamn cold in the winter. You can't fuck about. You got to get going. Like, you can't be that guy who lays around all day. You'll freeze to death. Like, you have to eat. You have to survive. You have
It
to
always
struggle.
cracked me up, though, the level of colleges that were there versus what me and my friends were like. You know what I mean? Like, we were just the biggest idiots. And, because there was that whole weird thing with Boston where it's just like, it's these meathead sports fans like me, and then there's like Harvard and MIT and BU, and
Yeah.
you get all these smart people coming in from other, it's like New York. Like,
Yeah.
New York talks about all this great shit that they have, and it's just like, you have so many free agents from other states coming in there that end up doing great
Don't
shit
do
and
this!
designing the stuff. But most of you guys are like
You
me,
already
you're walking
stopped,
around
bro.
with
You can
sweatpants getting a
move.
slice of fucking pizza. You have nothing to do with this architecture. So I always thought that was, you know, I don't know, this is a weird thing is I really, really miss being back in Massachusetts, and I would say what it was, because I don't know now I'm just fucking old, so just been like thinking a lot of, I just think during this whole like pandemic, I've just had the time to finally, after like, you know, the second you decide you're going to be a comic, it's just like you just jumped in this river, and it just takes you, and all of a sudden this happens, and it's like you can't do stand-up for a long time. And after you're done, like, cleaning up your house and shit like that, you kind of got to sit down and be like, all right, so what did I do over these last few years, and how the fuck did I end up out here in this place that's going to, I guess, burn for months now?
It's burned again. It's on fire again.
Yeah, it's the same, yeah. Well, you know, that happens out here too, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Not that much right here in Austin.
They had like a biblical level drought out here for like 2-3 years, so...
Oh, I remember that, yeah. Lake Travis shriveled up so bad you could see like people's dock. Like, oh, I'm gonna get a lakefront house. They get a lakefront house, and then it was hundreds of yards of just ground before the water started.
I know. It's kind of funny how people think that they're, like, because of those imaginary lines of states, that's not like this disease that's gonna fucking work its way across. I don't know, I want to talk about that shit. It's too dark. That's why I'm watching old Burt Reynolds movies.
But you're right about this giving you a chance to think about things. Because you can get caught up in the momentum of your life. A lot of people do when they get corporate jobs too. You know, they get these jobs, and I've talked to people actually that are like, sort of rethinking their own career, not show business people, because of this. Because they've been working from home, and then they've been thinking about what they're doing, like this office life is super unhealthy, and they're like, I could have been working from home all along, and I'm actually more productive this way.
Right.
And then they start thinking about, I could be working for myself. Like, why don't I start a consulting business, or start a this, or start my own business? Right. There's a lot of people that are...
But it is amazing how the whole deal is set up that you don't even have time to think.
Yeah.
Like, that's for your deathbed. Okay, let me just lay here as I'm fucking breathing my last breath to sort of assess what the hell this was.
Right, if you want to compete in the marketplace, there's so many people out there that are just going guns blazing, pedal to the floor.
There's 2 deathbed stories that I heard. All right, one of them was, should I tell the sad one or the cool one first?
It's up to you.
Okay, I'll tell the cool one first. Okay. We'll end in a dark place. So I remember hearing Lou Reed, when Lou Reed was on his deathbed, he was just sitting there relaxed, smiling with this look of like wonderment, like enjoying this, your last experience.
Yeah.
I'm going to experience death. And he was open to it and had like a little smile on his face. And it's just like, okay, that's how I would like to go out. Not being like, oh fuck. And then there was another one. I almost don't even want to say the fucking name. I'm not even gonna. It was this famous guy, and he was a child star, and I don't think he ever got past that, the ups and downs. I was here, and now I'm only here, but he's still like doing these huge shows, but he's not as big as he was. And his final words were, so much wasted time. And if you look at his career, it wasn't. He worked his ass off, but then that's what scares the shit out of me. I'm like, so much wasted time, dude. You played fucking theaters for 40 years, selling out and made millions of dollars. And you came out the other side with that, saying so much wasted time. So that's kind of making me look at like, it's this weird sort of thing with what we do. Like, oh, it's exciting and stuff, but you kind of also sit back like, all right, well, I'm doing, if I do that too much, and something else suffers, or did I take the time, like, I have a pool. I'm never in it. So it's just this expensive puddle. Like, what am I doing with this fucking thing? And it's
Someone
like,
comes over to maintain your puddle.
Dude, and that was the dream. I remember living in fucking New York, no air conditioners. Like, someday I'm gonna get a fucking house, and I'm gonna have a fucking pool, and on a goddamn day like this, I'm gonna fucking jump into that thing. And and on hot days like that, I'm not. I'm just fucking sitting in my office, working. But there's something to be said about that, because that's what you're supposed to do as a dad and everything. But then, there's also that other thing. It's like, if you work too much, do you end up being that guy laying there?
You probably will.
Yeah. Thanks, Joe.
The thing about those guys, well, if you work too much, I'm saying, I think those guys that's so much wasted time guys, they also, it's very difficult when you're in a competitive business like show business to pay attention to just yourself and just like enjoy your experience and be in the moment. Everybody is looking at themselves through the eyes of the success of other people. Like, I remember when I was on news radio, the staff, everybody, the crew, the cast rather, everybody else besides me had a background in show business. I only had a background in stand-up. I never taken acting classes other than a few private classes they made me take. They gave me a development deal, so I didn't understand the culture of acting. And I remember I was on the set, and they would read Variety, or they would read, whatever those show, Hollywood Reporter, and they would.
The most human trait is to want to know why. And in a year that tested everyone around the world, why was searched more than ever.
¿Por qué es importante?
The spread of the coronavirus has passed a significant milestone.
And while we didn't find all the answers,
Oh, God.
some questions inspired joy, others excitement.
Yes. 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 I don't know what an improper fraction is.
Teacher should make $1 billion.
Now, politician, y'all. Oh my God.
Put it on there and start it up for me. Put it out there.
It's still large. Every day. In large.
Some made us worry about this spinning rock we call home.
Fires were detected in the Amazon rainforest.
Why were so many lives lost?
Almost 1.5 million people have now died of COVID-19 worldwide.
Why are we still asking the same questions?
George Floyd repeatedly told the officers that he could not breathe.
So why do we still have strength to continue?
I believe in your power. I believe in our power.
Chants of Black Lives Matter echoed from thousands of protesters in cities around the world.
Why are we not defeated?
We have made too much progress, and we are not going back. We are going forward.
Planes are starting to arrive in Beirut full of international aid.
Firefighters from around the world arriving in California. There are over 100 coronavirus vaccines in development worldwide.
This is one of those times when people look out for one another and have each other's backs.
Who are you? Not a doc by chance, are you?
Regina sent me.
Remember the struggles along
Of course.
the way are
Always
only
is a
meant
fun.
to shape you, your purpose. Press on with pride and press on with purpose.
Why is it that this year showed us its cornerstone, and we still found ways to triumph?
An incredible feat for my Gabriel.
Championship.
Can't let Corona stop you. Can't let quarantine stop you.
So until we get to every answer, we're still searching.
Why do I love being
Al Cantos, where is he?
My only job
Not
is to
sure.
take care of my patients.
Probably
I'm
downstairs
empowered to do
somewhere.
what's right for you.
Our digital
Told him
records
to
and
hide.
medical history is in one place, so I can give you great care.
The hell
Care
happened to you?
doctor, your specialist.
How
It's great.
supposed
We all work together
to
as
crack
one
a
team.
BD
Our
for
integrated
us?
approach to healthcare
And he
helps
did.
my patients live longer and healthier lives.
I don't just
But
want
it
to
all
serve,
went
I'm a
sideways.
I wouldn't trust my family's health.
And then he dove into it. Never heard her scream like that.
They would read about how well Friends was doing, how well this was doing, and they get so fucking mad. And I would go, why are you reading that? Like you're reading the devil's rag. I go, you guys are upset. I go, last time I checked,
Cyber Psycho.
I'm on
Gotta
fucking
do
TV.
something.
I'm a 27
Yes.
year old kid,
Killer.
and I'm on TV.
Maybe because that was such a
If you know how, just
well-respected
just
show
link into
that
her
didn't get quite the
through a local net.
shine that it should have.
Fry
I
some
felt.
of her
I
crawl.
felt 'cause that was a really,
Back.
really good
And
show.
you
with,
can
like, a
slot
ridiculous level,
into her.
talented cast. And there's always those
She's
things.
close.
But that's something you have to learn in this
Hit
business. You just have to accept that, like, you know, I always
Cyber
equate a lot
Psycho.
of things to like music. That,
Gotta
you know,
do
you'll have
something.
like some
Yes.
star, you know, some
Killer.
you know, guy or girl's gonna come out, private
If you
their
know
life,
how,
looking, singing
just-
some bubblegum
just
shit.
link into
is
her
always gonna sell
through a
more
local net.
than this other thing.
Fry some of
You
her
just have to-
crawl.
You gotta be okay with that.
Back.
Because you gotta,
So
like, if
you
you want
can
to sell
slot
that,
into,
yeah, you gotta
into
go
her.
do that bubblegum shit. If you don't want to do that, don't fucking
close.
sit there and look at it.
Gotta hit
You'll be
first.
upset.
Comparison is a thief of joy. It's a famous quote. It's an awesome one. It really is. See, you
I
can't.
had that for a while.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Alright, let me try
Especially
again
show
this
business.
Psycho.
Show business, that's a common thing amongst comics.
See if I can
It's,
kill
you
her.
would see it, this gleam
Then I
of
guess I'll make
jealousy.
this the last
But I
thing I
think
do.
also a part of there's good aspects of jealousy, and that you can feel bad that
this should
you're
be
not
good.
getting something that other people are getting, and then it makes you work harder. But then once you've achieved like a level of success where it's measurable, like where you're like, hey, look, you're paying your bills, you're going and you're doing shows, and people coming to see you, like you're doing great. Just concentrate on the work, then concentrate on the work. Don't concentrate on being at your best. Don't concentrate on how well this guy is doing and how well that. I remember when Dane Cook was killing it. There were so many haters, and not just because of all the real reasons to be a hater, but also just because of his success was so astronomical. I remember people would just fume thinking about Dane Cook selling out arenas.
I think I
It would
messed
drive
up.
them crazy. And I remember thinking, like, just concentrate on getting better. Like, concentrate on your act. Like,
What I kind of focused on, just beyond that, I focused on doing what I thought that I wanted to do.
Damn, I messed up.
Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm gonna make this thing, and I don't give a fuck if 5 people see this. I want to do this, and then all of a sudden, it just changed my perspective on the whole thing. It was just like, oh, you know, this is just like you don't have to try to do everything.
yeah.
And if this is like really hitting, you don't have to go do that. It's like, well, I kind of want to go over here and just do this thing. And I was talking to you about like stand-up earlier, and over the summer I was lucky enough that Dave Chappelle invited me to come out and do a couple of shows out in his place out there in Ohio, and going out there and getting in front of a crowd where there was no cell phones.
Yeah, man.
This was just gonna be for
I
them.
restarted it a couple
And
times.
I didn't have to worry about all this shit. It suddenly reminded me of how fun stand-up used to be before all the joke
I'm
police
surprised you came back.
shit that happened at a show that they weren't at. And
Shit. What up, Zazu?
I was just like, I have been doing stand-up rock for like 5 years. I've been, as far as not,
Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm going to though. I am pretty fucking sleepy.
Literally telling jokes, going like, "Is this gonna be the one?" Right? Yeah. And then just doing his gig for 3 days, I was like, it took me back to being at the Boston Comedy Club in New York, back when I would watch Young Dave Chappelle.
Hal, you alive?
All of the guys down there, and I was just, and ever since then, in August, it was like, oh yeah, like this isn't theirs, this is mine, and theirs meaning these fucking assholes.
How do I hack into her subnet though?
I'm trying to sell them something or whatever, and it's just like, no.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, man. My game has crashed like 3 times already while streaming tonight, bro. Not even kidding.
Like my act is mine. Where are you? This is my chance to say, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, there's 100,000 comedians. Go find the fucking one that you like. And I also have
Come with these hands, girl.
First of all, people are addicted to
Santa there. God damn, this katana's too good. Oof. Bro, did she oil up her ass cheeks for this beating? Too kind. Oh yeah, I feel you, Zazu. It is early morning after all. Damn, son, I fucking whacked that girl up. GG, psychosis. Oh, fuck that psycho up. Yo, this katana, dude. It's too good. That's all I've been using.
Sure did. You can come out now.
It's too good. Tony is way too
When
good.
you open your eyes in the morning and think, this is gonna be a shitty day, that nothing will go the way it should?
I feel you.
This was one of those days. Wished I just stayed in bed.
Man, it is so cold right now because I keep my window open. Bro, I'm like all bundled up. Hold on, let me get my...
I don't want to rush you, but well, you know.
But, you know.
The other girl, the one upstairs.
Fuck, let me get another one of my
She's
blankets.
alive, but she's in a bad way.
Fuck, it's so cold.
You can put her back together?
I can't, but Regina will send someone around. It'll all be okay.
I'm loving this, dude. I'm just going through sides, killing motherfuckers.
Why'd that girl blow a fuse?
Why do people get cyberpsychosis? Who the fuck knows? Nobody's too keen on finding out.
Good morning, Zazu. You just woke up. I'm getting sleepy.
Well, that's my job
It's
done,
Christmas,
man.
man. I got
Till
nothing
next
going
time.
on.
Next time? I fucking hope not.
So glad I'm on winter break. Alright. This dude's got a bitch on the back of him. Walking around with a bitch label on you.
Nicely done. Hal's very happy.
Ever since that Chappelle show gig.
Only good things, of course.
Oh yeah.
And remember,
This used to be
word
fucking
gets
like,
around.
that's great.
Closing
like
the
this
game.
awesome thing.
Wild thing that nobody other than people in the room. You gotta worry about people leaving the room and getting mad at you. Like, that's not funny. Like, people would get upset. There's always gonna be one or two.
We're
You got
synced on the
450
same
people in
net.
a room, There's gonna be one or two that get pissed off.
They drive away. It's fucking hilarious.
You
Back
had
the
no
car up and
choice.
they drive-in shows. They drive-in
Don't
shows.
sweat it.
I've had a few of those.
Bert is the pioneer of that. Bert is the guy. He doesn't get enough credit for that. Bert Kreischer, he invented these fucking drive-in shows. He loves doing stand-up. He was trying to figure out a way to keep doing stand-up during the pandemic. He came up with the idea of drive-in shows. He was the first guy to do it. I don't know if one of his agents or
and then a bunch of the people, then Mark Rubier started doing it too.
I got too much scar tissue from doing jokes in front of crowds. Like this took me back to doing.
I feel you.
I was
Get too much
that reminds me of
PTSD.
doing nooners at colleges, but I didn't understand that.
Ooh, let me get this one.
We're back when they would do a nooner at a fucking cafeteria at college.
Yeah, I am going to stream later.
They wanted to eat and talk to their friends, and all of a sudden.
Nah, I've been drinking. Shit, actually, I think when you took off, I went out for a long walk.
But those shows, as much as they look like hell gigs, it is like the greatest crowd ever because they're so into comedy that they're willing to sit in their car.
I went out for a super long walk looking for eggnog, bro.
Weirdest thing ever.
Every liquor store I hit up, no eggnog at all, dude. All eggnog was sold out, bruh.
And it ends up being like this great show.
Not even kidding.
I haven't done the drive-in ones. I've done parking lots.
Oh no, fuck. Oh no, I fucked up. Shit, I fucked up.
I don't know,
Ah, crap.
And this woman, like, they kind of had like this white
Damn it,
noise
I
thing,
screwed up.
and the thing was broken.
Yeah,
And I was in the middle of doing my set, and people were sitting on the grass, and there was no stage. So I felt like we were all gonna like take
Yeah,
out
I'm gonna
tambourines,
keep.
hippie thing.
Oh,
And
hey,
standing
what's
around
that?
this motel doing this shit.
I'll keep
There's, like,
playing
maybe,
though.
like 35, 40 people there. And this
Oh,
lady
what the
comes
fuck?
walking over with her dog, and she starts talking to
This
the
game's
guy
all
running
fucked
it,
up
and then
at
she just
times.
sort of walked. It was so not a show that she wasn't even self-conscious.
Was she the psycho? No,
walked up,
she ain't the
she's like,
psycho.
you're talking way too loud and just like.
That's the psycho.
Yeah, like I was her neighbor. It was fucking hilarious, and then I was trying to be like,
Good girl.
all right, sorry, I'll try to.
Blow that bitch's back out.
I felt bad, you know, I don't know. And then she walked away. I know, she started wagging her finger at me, and then of course got me going. Like, don't wag your finger at me. I've been polite, okay? And then she walked away. Yeah, but then I watched her walk, and
Yeah, I took a real long ass walk, and I was just looking around like where that eggnog at. I start around like my local liquor stores. Man, there's this one girl at the liquor store that I always see all the time. Super cool Armenian girl. We used to just talk about school and shit. She's in university. Super cool, man. She was looking gorgeessimo. She had her hair done all nice. She had her makeup on. Like, she's super cool. She usually dresses up like a punker. Super dope, dude. Yeah, she's looking fine as hell, dude. And I was like, what the fuck? What are you... Like, why are you dressing up when you're working at a goddamn liquor store? Like... But, you know, it's the holidays, so hell yeah. Mad respect. You know what I mean? Like, most women, they go to work and their job fucking sucks ass. They don't dress up like they're trying to get that. You're trying to slay that Gucci, you know what I mean? They're trying to get some D. But dude, she was looking fine. Like she was about to go clubbing. So I was like, damn, that's what's up. I didn't say nothing, obviously. I don't. When someone's working, I keep it legit. Let me see. Should I go here, here, yeah, okay. Here, here. Okay. Fuck. Oh, shit. Yeah, with alcohol, obviously. Yeah. It's because there's this brand that I've been seeing everywhere that everyone's been going for, Evan and Williams or whatever. And I was thinking, hey, Adam and Eve. Yeah, just in general, I was looking for it. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell? What the fuck? What? Am I jacking into this chick? What the fuck? Weird. Yeah, just normal and
cartoon characters smoking pot, you know, like it was the
classic rock.
It was classic rock is good music. But you
Over the last 2 months, I've lost about 20 pounds, which blows my
yeah, but it was just, dude, everywhere I went to.
lost a little over 16
And that was out for like probably like an hour or something. None, bro. All out. I went everywhere. So instead, I got this red velvet Irish cream. Incredible. It's so good. And it's not even like, it's not like super strong. It's like, I think 17% alcohol. It's good, dude. I'm chilling on this. Yeah, it's the next thing I could get. I'm just getting it all out of my system. This is the year I'm gonna take fucking serious. I mean, I always take life seriously, but serious as in I'm gonna lay off the booze. Yeah, I mean it's Christmas. Yeah, eventually. Hold up. 1C. 1C. 55. E9. Yeah. Bombing blows.
When people bomb, because I think, oh my god, nothing can be funny. Like, the worst thing for me,
and they don't know how to get out of it.
Try that again.
It just takes you back to when you were doing that, going like, oh, I just remember those car rides home by yourself, trying to shout your set out of your head. I hate myself.
No, it's cool. Don't even trip, bro. If anything, I'm surprised. I'm like surprising myself that I'm staying up this late. Oh. Oh. I think I'm onto something. No. No. Oh my god. No. Oh, shit. Fuck. Damn it. I messed up. That's okay.
That wasn't the case with Hicks. With Hicks, it was like he was doing this stuff that was just not on the same vibe as the guy before. The guy before was on this dumb, like real obvious, straight down the middle, real poppy vibe.
Yeah, but Dave Hicks was on that next level. Or Bill Hicks, I mean. Bill Hicks was the deepest. 2:30. What time is it? It's 1:16. So I don't know what time it is for you.
Janie, listen, you're not gonna believe what happened. I was at the Mox's, you know, splicing something together, and one of the girls went. Say what now? A box of Nicola? Cherry or regular? Yeah, I'll get it. Anything else? All right, see ya.
Talking to his lady.
Call me back when you're free.
Hal. You have to spark a ciggy. Alright, ain't that some shit, huh, Hal? I feel you, bro. It's all good, dude. Hey, man, you ain't gotta apologize, bro. I appreciate you just stepping by. Ain't no thing. I didn't think anyone was gonna stick around for my stream. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I didn't think you were gonna come around at all. This is nice. Oh shit. the hell? That was weird. Dude, these NPCs be bugged. But man, I love it. I'm looking at this as this is gonna be my last year. Like my last year playing on a PS4. I mean, I'm gonna stream on my. If I get a PS5 later, I'm gonna definitely stream on one. But look, I love it. I love how this game is fucking imperfect as hell. Hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna be streaming later, that's for sure.
It's a chimp skull that is actually made out of a
Good to see you come around, bro.
Symbol.
Yeah, symbol's like if you're
Symbols
sewing.
for your thumb, right? Yeah. A symbol. Yeah.
That's right there. That's the clip that goes viral. Symbol. Yeah. Symbol. Thimble.
Are these?
TikTok.
I know, right? I didn't think I was gonna be staying up this long. No joke, dude. Like before you popped up, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just stop streaming after this. Not like anyone's like watching. Then I'm like, yeah, I'll just keep streaming for fun. Yeah, still. Oh, where they at? There's another one. Get it. Oh shit. Hold up now.
They realized they didn't realize this was happening when I was a kid. It didn't happen, but when I was an adult, it was done. So I got it.
Yeah, earlier, like I just like when I came back, I was streaming, and then like I started it over because my shit froze. I was playing it and it froze again. Nah, bro, it's cool. I think some people, no one really commented, but I saw like there was someone else watching, but it was cool. Oh man, am I streaming though? I thought you were streaming, yeah. I don't know, it's weird. I feel like I'm streaming more for me at times. Yeah. Not a lot of people come around, man. Which is cool with me, dude. Like, I never trying to be like a big time streamer. I could get there. I need to meet some people. But at the same time, it's like, meh. I'm going with the flow, dude. I ain't tripping.
You got no right. No right.
Shit. Oh yeah, dude, I love using this katana. If there's anything I'm having the most fun with, it's using this katana. Oh, fuck a beach. Oh, you mother beach. Nice. Yeah, man. I appreciate that. shit, dude, I'm gonna be real. I don't even conversate with like anybody anymore these days, dude. It's just so hard to find someone I can have like a solid communication or conversation with. Cause like I'm not saying that I'm old, but dude, I see some. Man, I'm on like the adult side of life. You feel me? Like shit to me, I'm living on like hard mode, very hard mode. You get me? Like I'm running on that difficulty that I'm still trying to be chilling, but mentally I'm living on like raw, like the music bumping right now. That's where I'm at right now. I'm just looking at someone I can just be an adult with, you feel me? I'm a total Dragon Ball dude. But, you know. Shit, I ain't even played fucking fighters in a super long time. Can't wait. Oh, that's right. The new Dragon Ball Fighters DLC's coming out. I forgot about that. They announced it, dude. Fucking Super Baby or Super Baby, yeah, and Gogeta. That shit's gonna be fire. I'm gonna stream that for sure when they come out. That's gonna be so sick. I can't wait. Any Dragon Ball game I'm gonna stream, dude. Fuck the bullshit. I love Dragon Ball. Yeah, right, because I say whatever the fuck I want. Man, I struggle with that. Like, I'm thinking about, like, I want to be correct in some sense because, you know, fuck it, I'm in school and all that. But then it's like, ugh, dude, I don't go fuck, baby. I don't care anymore, man. Like, a younger me cared. Fuck it. It's all about the jokes. It's all about the cheese and the keys, motherfucker.
Yeah, it would have to be outside. Yeah, because that's what Bradley Martin's having a problem with. Because Bradley Martin has a private gym.
Oh, these are
like,
garbos.
It's not even open to the public, and they were still shutting his power off.
Sweet.
His electrical off. Ridiculous.
I know. Right, what's funny about that is I understand getting mad at the government, but you also have to get mad at all these fucking assholes who are just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. There's also that.
I mean, that's another thing too. If I got no one to talk, most of the time, bro, this is what keeps me entertained. I mean, I was way more sociable. Like, I was always making jokes, cracking up with people, but I never cared about streaming. I was always like just doing my own thing and just spraying the good jokes and cheer, and that's how I've always been growing up. That's just always been my way as a street kid. Just fuck around, be a cool dude, just laugh. That's what I've always known. That's like the best bros I've known, dude. Just be likable or be pleasant in some sense. You know what I mean? And I don't know, things have just been so fucked up that I just, I'm trying to keep solo so I don't like, yeah, I don't know, tell people about the drama I got going on in my life and be like, this guy. So you feel me, right? Gotta keep it legit, like the way how it is in the cyberpunk age, man. Gotta go hard in these streets. Speaking of going hard, I still got let me see. I got a bunch of missions that I'm working on. Hold up. Nice. Let me see. I'm just working on side missions, man, because I had so many. And there's so many good ones they got. Like this one, let me see. Hell yeah, I'm getting the gigs over with. Like, I'm gonna go for the gigs, because I'm all about doing a side gig, bro. And then get a little on the side with these jobs. Hell yeah, side job. Fucking family guy, shoulder guy. Damn, that's a miss. You know, it's funny. Like, this game looks like shit during the day. It's like, truly, it's like Fallout. I wonder if this game is like legit, like it stays on point. Like in the future, everything's gonna be so trash. Climate is so bad that it just looks terrible. That's all I go with this game. I feel like it's like legit. Once it becomes like 20, 40, 50, it's gonna just keep getting worse all around. It's gonna be getting hotter. You feel me? Ah! The fuck? Oh, goddamn. Yo, that was weird.
Why people don't. Yeah, and there's a lot of information out there.
Yeah, there is a lot of information out there.
It doesn't, yeah. It's like, how do you figure out if it's actually right?
Yeah, this game doesn't look all that great in the daytime.
Well, I figured Great Britain's doing it.
That was a funny bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to say nothing about that bit. That's a genius bit. I really enjoyed that last night.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you had some funny fucking shit. I don't even want to talk about the subjects you talked about because I don't want to shock anybody.
I've been having so much fucking fun.
You look like you're having a good time.
Yeah, just acting like a fucking idiot. Because I told you that Chappelle thing. It's like, that's right, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I don't have to be right. I just have to be funny.
That's it. That's
right.
all you want to see. Yeah, especially today.
Right.
There's so many people that just want an escape. They just want some wild shit.
Yes, that's dude,
what I
for
felt
real.
like last night. And to go and see
Phew, excuse me. Phew, god damn it. Someone's talking shit about me somewhere. I've always laughed at that expression when you sneeze, someone's talking about you. Someone's talking mad smack about me, babe. Yo, where the fuck am I supposed to go? How far is this from me? Oh shit, that's a mish.
Bert's still doing these fucking shows shirtless.
He's an animal.
He goes outside, it's 30 degrees outside, he does his set shirtless.
I love Bert Kreischer.
But they used to show those guys, you know, that would go to Chicago Bears games and not have four guys, five guys that spell out Bears, right? Yeah. And Bert is, he's
I'm gonna go for that next mission. If there's anything I'm gonna do, it's gonna be this last mission, and then I'm gonna fucking call it quits. Cause it's late. Probably watch some Netflix before I pass out. It's my vacation now, man. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, I have been trying to. Well, what the fuck? What the hell happened to me? What the hell? Dude, this game is so fucking glitched. Holy hell.
Yeah, he's a machine, and like,
it's like I'm just trying to make the most out of time, dude. Like, fuck. And like, school was rough online. I'm gonna pass my class in A plus, or A, solid on A, I think. And I'm happy with that. Are you kidding me? Fuck yes. But like, dude, it is, what the? Oh. Oh shit, thanks for the free motorcycle. I'll take that project ride.
Yeah, and I think like he has, I love that guy, man. He has that thing like that certain comics have, where he's actually concerned about other people having a good time. He wants to make sure everybody is having a good time, and if you're not having a good time, I feel like it affects him.
Yo, what?
I mean, you know, he just, you know, to make you laugh or something. He's a really good-hearted dude.
He's a great person. He is. He's a fun guy too. Like,
yo.
We did 3 of those in a row, 3 years in a row.
Oh my god, dude. Clipped. I'll take your motorcycle and I'll take your life, baby.
And I'm just hearing people talking about it, being like, well, this is the shit, man. If you want to like clean your house, be high, but you still want to clean your house. Or this
Like that in my bike.
Fucked up and blah 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 and all this stuff. Like my question is, what are they putting in weed? Because weed should just be weed. I was never a marijuana guy, but weed was kind of weed.
Yeah, but now weed is super weed.
Now there's all these different strains. So are they putting a bunch of? Is this becoming like cereal?
No.
Where it's like a bunch of chemicals. It's still healthy.
No, it's just botanists. It's botanists and worked on stronger strains. Really? Yeah.
Oh, it's all good, dude. Hey, man, don't trip, bro. You gotta go to work soon, so get ready, man.
At a federal level in Congress,
If anything, I'm gonna just drive over to my next mission since I came up on this. You missed it, dude. It glitched. The fucking bike got thrown right at me. Traffic was acting up. Oh shit! Ah! Oh my god. Oh, dude, I am drunk driving like a motherfucker right now. Hold on, let me get on my bike. No, dude, who does want to work on fucking Christmas? No, but I understand, dude. Hey, man, you gotta make that money. That's what's most important right now, bro. So I feel you. Plus, you should be getting some overtime, right? I can only imagine. And like out here in Cali, it's shorts weather. It's chilly. You can walk, bro. Like I got my windows. I sleep every night with my window open. I sleep with my window open because I don't get sick, dude. My immune system is buff as fuck. Like I just don't get sick. Sleeping like in cold weather is good for your metabolism, like especially at night. Because at nighttime, your body is going to be burning more fat when you are in the cold. So that's why like I kind of just like leave it like that. But if it's snowing for you, dude, then I feel, man, I feel. Oh, man. I was out at the mall, right? I was out at the mall at the Americana, right? And there's this white girl. I was like, because I was in this, where was I? Oh, I was in Nordstrom, like looking for my blue Chanel cologne, right? And there's this white girl dressed up. I'm not gonna say like a slut, but like a skank, like a, you know, like trying to dress up like a hot elf. Like she just had on a skirt, like a red holiday skirt, elf hat, and everything, and she's just walking around like, it's freezing, and dude, you could see like her legs, bro. I am not gonna lie, homegirl's legs have seen better days. She had zits on her legs, and she, like, you know, when like she looked like she could have been in her 20s. You could see her veins and everything on her legs, but bruh, it's not that cold, dude. You feel me? It's probably like maybe like 60, 70 degrees, and some people out here in LA, they can't take it, right? But, hey man, it's cold, but I'm just like, girl, why didn't you wear any stockings? Like that's why, like most, like I saw like another girl that was working in there in the Estee Lauder section. She had stockings and like a green elf skirt. She looked adorable, bro. And she looked like she was keeping warm, but you know, man, hoes, man, even when it's cold, they'll be wearing. Oh man, they'll be out here dressed up like they're going clubbing, complaining about the cold. And it's like, dude, you brought that on yourself, baby. Chicks be like that, dude. I've seen that ever since I was a kid out here. I used to question it when I was a kid, bro. Like, why do women do that? And I remember my sisters do that, and it's like, you know, soccer team. Just in general, I get it, right? But there are girls that just like, fuck it, gotta look good, bro. They're just like, baby, if you're cold, you gotta work on that. That's a junior hoe right there. That's a hoe in training. Being a hoe on level 10 difficulty. Like, you know how earlier my character was looking like shit? Like being like a level 10 thug? It's like living on recruit difficulty. Hell yeah, okay, sweet. Oh no, where my bike at?
What's that? A motorcycle helmet? If you can wear a mask, why can't you wear a big old fucking helmet everywhere?
How they do in Japan? Hazmats.
You would though, right? Fuck yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ. You're gonna go full Gary.
Must be hella comfortable to wear though.
But was saying that if you wanted to wear, you didn't want to wear a mask, you could just wear a motorcycle helmet. But these,
speaking of motorcycle, let me hop on over and kill these guys. Yeah, this will be the last mission I do, bro, since it is getting late. But hold on. Let me, dude. It is so fucking hard to drive first person. I can't with this. God damn it. Oh, you're gonna head out, bro? I feel you, my man. Don't slow it, dude. Hey, dude, drive safely, bro. Be careful out there, man. It's the holidays. You never know who could be out driving drunk after a party and shit. Yeah, of course, man. You take care of yourself, dude. Take it easy, G. You stay nasty and stay sexy up in these streets, bro. Hey, bro, white girl, she don't give a fuck that it's cold, man. She came out here trying to slay up in these streets. So if anything, I respect her. I respect that she be putting it out there like that. So, bro, if anything, try and slay while you're out there. When I mean slay, slay with an S-L-E-I-G-H. Slay the competition. Good luck at work, brother. Glad you're feeling better, dude. Fuck COVID.
Anyway, that the premise was that you only use 10% of your brain. From what I understand, they used to think that, but now they have a better understanding of the different parts of your brain and what they're being used for. And
oh my god, where am I?
They're being used for motor skills,
get up on my bike.
for emotions.
Yeah, dude, good luck at work, bro.
Memory, there's a lot going on. So that
I cannot drive like that.
Not real.
They never examined my brain. I'm probably using about 11.
I'm probably using like 5% of my brain right now.
About how inconsistent it is. Like some days my brain is fucking firing on all cylinders, and words just come flying out of my mouth. And I know
yeah, I feel that.
I started this podcast. I couldn't talk.
You were great. What are you talking about?
I was like trying to remember. Like I couldn't even come up. Suburb was the word I was trying to find.
Don't you think it's because you did 2 shows last night? You need a little break, a little rested.
Oh, I'm in the middle of a 16 show run. 16. Yeah. What
how am I?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Fuck! 4 nights in Dallas.
So Monday to Thursday in Dallas?
Yeah. So shows last night were 9 and 10.
Wow.
11, 12.
Jesus Christ. 2 a night?
That's why I was so
Let's go again. Let's do that again. Hell yeah.
The show you went to, I was being so silly because like that overly acting shit out, jumping up and down, squatting down, act like an idiot. That is the frustration of
oh my god.
I'm getting sick of these jokes.
Oh my god, this game.
That's what
woo!
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I love back in the day when I was drinking. I love to have.
Dude, I
like to have 4 drinks, all right? But doing stand up like that, this is like I'm on drinks 9 and 10.
I can't.
It's like now I'm gonna have a massive hangover. I just got to get through these next few. I'm fine.
Okay, I got it.
I know the mindset. I have to get in.
Alright, I'm getting in now.
My crushing need to be liked. I just know that I'm not going to take any shows off.
Oh my god, it's so buggy.
I'm not a young guy, so I mean, this takes me back to, you know, used to those casino
Alright, let's
gigs.
get it.
Like how road gigs used to be.
Holy shit, this is so bugged.
Through Sunday, to Friday, 3
This is
Saturday.
Bugs Bunny.
Just going up and like coming up with, when I was coming up, and it was, you know, the dip had happened, so they would just paper these fucking roads, and it was just 300 fucking people in large clumps of 20 that all knew each other, hammered and could give a fuck.
I've been on news since June, and I lost 40 pounds. It made me realize that I never really learned how to eat right.
It gets results by teaching you a lot about your own eating habits.
New makes me eat healthy.
Because they were looking at it like it was a free show. Yeah. And you just went up there with like a whip and a chair trying to get these fucking people. And then those are always the clubs. Try not to curse too much.
Serious.
It's like, why don't you try not to fucking overserve everybody?
Fuck nuts.
It was like an impossible situation with those things. I'll tell you, the first show last night, it was pretty fucking. It took me back to some of those. I think there was confusion as to when the show started. man, people
Oh,
were
what
so
is
psyched.
this dude
People
high out of
were
his ass?
drinking like they were still in college, and there was this fucking chick just screaming, just
Wait,
nonsensical
what
shit
the
like a
hell?
fucking banshee. And I was like, all right. I was trying to calm her down. I you know, new techniques that I've been using, like, you know, actually validating that I heard you shrieking. Does that work? And then finally I just had to kind of get a little mean. Something about menopause. I don't remember. But anyway, and then I felt bad. I was like, I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that anymore. But then security was helping her out and she couldn't even fucking stand up, which was hilarious. Fucking dude. People got after it last night, but then the second show, they were like the, you know, it's usually the late show, but it was the first show. They were just like, I got a babysitter, we're fucking out. And they were just fucking, they were.
Well, the second show was wild too. So the first show must have been really crazy.
It was like heavy metal parking lot, is what it was, except with like soccer moms. It was funny because it was mostly the women were like, I don't know what they were fucking going nuts. And then there was one guy, the guy trying to help the jokes. Oh. I said something to him, mac and cheese. He's like, hey, you mean cheese and macaroni? Like, whatever that means. And I was just like, oh my God. Okay, buddy. So, yeah, I got off stage and I was just like, all right, I thought Dallas was going to be the hard one because we were near a highway. So the first show, there was like rush hour traffic. And there was also final approach of Love Field. So every like, you know, spacing and sequencing, like every like fucking 5 minutes, there was like a Southwest landing. But it was easy to use that. Right. I was just like, all right, that sounds like, it's one of those Hondas with the high performance muffler. I just started calling out the cars as they were going by in the planes and shit.
How close for you to the highway?
It was one of those noise barrier walls, and then there was a street. But what the funny thing was the stage was up high, so the crowd.
Oh, hey, watch out!
Was down low and couldn't hear it the way I heard it. It was super loud, and then I couldn't really hear myself, so I started yelling. And then the third show, I felt a little twinge. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Pigs.
I got like, you know,
Ooh, yeah, nah, I ain't fucking with the pigs. No thanks.
Sort of adjusted how I was talking, and then I kind of
Where
went
the
away.
gang at?
So
I did one weekend in Houston in July, and one of the things that I noticed at the end of the weekend, by Saturday night, late shows, like my voice is not in shape.
Fuck, I'm so bad driving.
They're getting tired.
You also forget how to
What?
the right way. And I gained a whole new respect for not only bands that play outdoors, but also like singers. Because it's a completely different vibe. Like last night felt like an indoor show. It was weird. Where everything else is just like I'm trying to remember what it was like to do stand-up inside. I know, right? I know, with just like I remember like the shit that would annoy me, like the fucking, you know, when they would be running the bills, you hear that machine doing that shit. It's
Or
like
the blender in the back making margaritas.
yeah, like that was the loudest thing you heard. Now it's just like
Actually, I think I'm gonna call it right.
I'm not even gonna hear that. But I've been having so much fun and just seeing like the fact that someone would come out to see stand up in that environment under a fucking blanket is really like, man, people really love this shit. They love it the way I love it. They just don't do it. So it's been like it's kind of been giving me like a jolt for every show to like, all right, these fucking guys people are gonna sit out here on the grass under blankets. You know,
It's not easy right now. So the people that are going to see it and the people that are doing it, they're the people that are really enthusiastic. That's what I noticed when I did shows here. I did one with Chappelle and one with Hinchcliffe and Ron White. So I did 2 weekends in a row, 2 weeks in a row. And it's like the people are very happy to be there. It's a different feeling.
Did you see that clip Ron White made of selling his house?
Oh yeah, it's great.
Oh my God.
It's very good. It's got a beautiful fucking house.
That was gorgeous.
That's the place in Beverly Hills. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like there was so many things that I loved about it.
He lives
Because
out
I
here
pretty
now.
much survive on tequila and crackers.
Every
Tequila
time I hear that
crackers
noise,
keeps me
I
going.
think of Johnny pops
There was
up.
like so many like just brilliant lines.
When Tiger was 10 months old, I unstrapped him out of his high chair one day and he walked over and hit the ball. There it is. I said, oh my God, I've got something special.
master plan since Tiger started walking. He asked me to ask his dad if he could play some other sports, but Mr. Woods said he had to concentrate on himself.
I wanted to protect that sweetness of him. It was a quality that I loved about him. I could tell he didn't know what was coming.
Tiger was going to be
Tiger's Wood.
between all the different races and tribes of humanity.
How are you handling all the adulation?
I honestly don't feel comfortable with that.
Earl taught him the mental toughness to tackle the game of golf. I'm not sure that Tiger was mentally tough enough to handle the pressures of fame.
He was at the pinnacle of his sport, but in reality, being Tiger
What do I say?
had taken its toll. He said to me, I think I'm going to give up golf and I'm going to get in the Navy SEALs.
That adrenaline rush, it becomes like a drug. And you're looking for that next
Want to
hit.
order something?
For the squeakiest
Go ahead.
celebrity on earth, that spelled trouble.
Here he was in my bed, and he was my Tiger. Breaking news that will rock the world of sports.
Tiger built himself up to be more than he was. I have made you question who I am and how I have done the things I did. Have you taken any medications? Why don't you go ahead and hop out for me real quick? What has Tiger done to Tiger Woods?
The problem with conquering the world is that the world is going to want its revenge.
He got clean, he got healthy, and he crawls out of that hole. This is the comeback of all comebacks.
Do not underestimate Tiger Woods.
Hey, that looks sick.
In that, and I was just reading the comments because I knew everybody, like, he's just one of those guys, just everybody loves him, and it was just like, everyone was just like, every real estate video should be like this. It should be the person that owns the house.
Right. Especially if it's Ron White.
Yeah, I mean, that guy is like, I don't know what the proper term is, like a folk hero. He's like he's like a character in a book, but he's a real person. He's another guy, one of the most fun dudes I hung out with. Like, as funny as he is, he doesn't need to be the center of attention. He's like really like listens. You can have like a conversation with him. It's a real like sort of rare quality. I feel like when somebody is that funny and that good of a storyteller that they kind of enjoy. Like, now yeah, you tell a story.
No, he's just a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a great guy in general. He lives out here now.
Yeah.
He was, there he is. Ron White and his dog, Mustard.
Looks good.
He's living an easy life. It's a fucking beautiful house. We did the show, and it was the first show we did at Vulcan Gas Company.
What a fucking head of hair.
I know. Gorgeous, right? Yeah, go back to that.
I mean, I just look at that going like, God,
It's got a
damn.
perfect head of hair.
Whatever DNA I didn't get went under his side of the fucking boat.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Luxurious. 10 years older than us.
I mean, that
Hasn't
looks
lost
as
a
good as
drop.
his house.
Yeah. Glorious silver locks with his numero one tequila. Look at him. Look at him. All red from being out there golfing.
Let's see. How do I
Who's
get
having
this
more
one?
fun than that guy?
Very true.
Look at it. It's the middle of the day.
Yeah.
That's probably a Tuesday.
Yep. Just drinking, having fun. Yeah, I went over his house out here, and we were supposed to have dinner. He said, come to the apartment. Hang out in the apartment first.
Alright, if I could get E9, BD, or 55,
This girl has some corn margaritas. I'm like, all right, let's do this. We're doing this. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. It's like he's always in Cancun.
He's living the life, man.
He is.
So we did this gig, and he
There's
hadn't
only
done
one way I
stand-up
could do this.
the entire time during the pandemic. He hadn't done anything. And he's like, man, I think I'm retired. And he's thinking, like, I don't need to do this. I had a long life. I sold this. I'm selling that. I'm going to sell my this. I'm going to sell my that. I'm just going to...
He's got his money. I love hearing that.
So we do this gig. And he fucking crushes. He hasn't done stand-up in 8 months, right? But he's like obsessively going over his material. He'll pretend like he doesn't give a fuck. He gives a fuck, all right? He's an artist.
God damn, I think I
Part of
fucked
his art
myself.
is not giving a fuck. So he's going over his material. He's listening. He's got the
damn
fucking
it, I
headphones
screwed
on,
myself
listening to
over.
his bits. He's taking notes all day, apparently. Crushes. I mean, crushes. Vulcan Gas Company, this place out here. And afterwards, I get off stage. He grabs me by the shoulder. He goes, "We are fucking doing communist again. He goes, whatever we gotta do. Whatever we gotta do. You're gonna fucking open up a club. We're gonna make this happen, Joe Rogan. I go, I'm gonna open up a club, Ron White. Don't worry about it. We're gonna make this happen. He goes, whatever the fuck we gotta do to do that again. And he got his fix again.
Yeah,
Bang!
so much fun.
Woo! And they went nuts when he went on stage, and they went nuts when he went off stage, and you can tell it's like he had a glow about him when he walked into the green room. It's like he was just elevated. Like,
speaking of which, dude, I hate to cut this thing
cut it off.
a little bit short. I just
Don't worry, it's not. You got shows. You got shows. I
save
appreciate you
the
coming in here, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
Last night seeing you doing stand-up was a juice. It was a jolt in my arm too. It was fun. It was exciting. Just fun to just sit down and watch a show. Dean Del Rey was hilarious. Dean Del Rey's got some great bits. It was really fun. Really fun. And just watching you two guys and watching your set, man, it was so enjoyable. To see a guy who's out there in this touchy time, because people, look, as much as we pretend we don't give a fuck, people are sensitive to criticism. You know, and this is a time where you get criticized, and you get criticized in a ruthless, horrible way, and people pile on. Oh, he's a this and he's a that, and I know people have done it to you, but to see you out there fucking throwing haymakers, just haymakers, it was fun, man. You didn't take, there was no corners cut, you weren't pulling back any punches, you were throwing bombs.
That's what everybody should be doing.
That's what everybody should be doing.
Yeah,
whatever
that version of you is what you should be doing, because I would never tell another comic what they should and shouldn't be saying, and that's one of the most heartbreaking things about all of this. Was I get it when it's just groups, but to see other comics piling on, trashing other comics, I equate that back to like back when they had the Red Scare. And directors would turn in other directors, and actors would go after other actors and shit. It's just like,
that's exactly.
You are a fucking cowardly piece of shit.
Yeah.
To do that to another fucking, especially if you weren't there and you don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
And you're attacking, or you wait till something happens to them, and it's your excuse to get your little bitter comment in about their fucking act. You are a steaming pile of shit.
100%, and I've cut a lot of people out of my life.
I don't even talk to them. I had one of those people came up to me, hey, Billy, you had a kid, and how's your family? And I'm thinking in my head, like, you give a fuck that I have a family.
The most human trait is to want to know why. And in a year that tested everyone around the world, why was searched more than ever.
The spread of the coronavirus has passed a significant milestone.
And while we didn't find all the answers, we kept asking. Some questions inspired joy. Others excitement.
Yes, I don't know what an improper fraction is.
Teachers should make $1 billion.
Keep down politician, y'all.
Put it on there and start it up.
What are y'all doing? It's still March. How many days in March?
Some questions made us cry.
You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs. I think the most important part is that we all stay together.
Rewind time.
Almost 1.5 million people have now died of COVID-19 worldwide.
Why are we still asking the same questions?
George Floyd repeatedly told the officers that he could not breathe.
So why do we still have strength to continue?
Chants of Black Lives Matter echoed from thousands of protesters in cities around the world.
Why are we not defeated?
We have made too much progress, and we are not going back. We are going forward.
Planes are starting to arrive in Beirut full of international aid.
Firefighters from around the world are arriving in California. There are over 100 coronavirus vaccines in development worldwide.
This is one of those times when people look out for one another and have each other's backs.
We kept going for those who showed us the way.
Think about how you would like the world to be for your daughters and granddaughters.
Remember, the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. Press on with pride and press on with purpose.
All it would take was one comment, and you would help fucking take me down.
Yeah,
Go
100%.
fuck yourself.
100%.
You're a piece of shit.
That's how I feel. I couldn't
Piece of
agree more.
shit.
I'm glad you're out there, brother.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you too, brother. All right, goodbye, everybody. See ya.
Piece of shit. By the way, I love you. Alright, what am I doing? Whoa, I could die if I fall in that, Scary. Damn. Where the fuck am I? Okay. Phew. Thought I was going the right way for a second. Okay, yeah, no, that's good. Right. Whoa. Hold up now. Yeah, like that. Let's roll. Damn, it's dark in here. I've already got someone on this job that could use some help. Tried to follow what's his foot trips. Footprints on the net. Asked me some trace and homework. Okay. Oh, your name is W. My name's V, baby. Coming right before you. Alright, let's see. 9. I got this. E9. One C. Ooh, fuck. Oh no. I fucked myself again. God damn it. Wait. Never mind. Oh, thank God. I thought I screwed myself. Perfect hack. Man, this game's hacking is tricky. Personal notes. Check the T-Bug. Rest in peace, T-Bug. Hold on. Okay, let me talk with him.
Hey, you alright?
Look, Fee, it's you in the near future. Every net runner ends up the same way. Brain fried by some corpo ice.
Looks like he's still breathing.
That's me right now, living in my pad during COVID. Just sucked into my PlayStation. VR goggled up. Yo, it is way too dark to see up in there. Dude, I can't see dick. What lights? Ugh. It is too late for this. They're gonna call it. Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. It's way too late. Yeah. GG stream. Seacrest. Dead as fuck.